Think you can lift it up that far?
I can.
You can. Hi there, welcome. Today I am so excited. I am taking one of my granddaughters for her first hike ever with Grandma. She loves the outdoors, but we have never really been able to connect with each other to go hiking together, and I am so excited that it finally is able to happen. So today we're going to go to one of my favorite loops. It's the Silver Creek Pathway. It's out by the Pine River. It's about 4.5-mile loop, and it, like I said, it's by the Pine River, and I've hiked there many times, so I know she's going to absolutely love it. So I'm loading up the car with all our supplies because she doesn't know this yet, but she's going to get the full Grandma experience today. So as you saw earlier, my youngest granddaughter helped me fill up the box for kindling. I've got my birch bark, so I'm going to teach her how to start a fire today without paper. And I don't have a flint, so we are going to use a lighter. But I got my kindling, I've got some campfire wood, so after a hike I'm going to enjoy a nice campfire. Over here I bring in my camp kitchen and my AeroPress, some hot cocoa for her. I have my water filters because I plan on getting my water from the Pine River. And I'm gonna have her do that for me. And I've got my coffee packed, and she doesn't have hiking shoes, so I know she's worn these before, so I'm packing her a pair of hiking shoes and a pair of hiking socks. I've got some butt pads because the picnic tables are sure to be covered in snow, and it's really sucky to sit on snow with no pad underneath you. I have a blanket packed, and Freya's going with us. So yeah, we're gonna hike and enjoy the woods, enjoy some one-on-one time together, and I'm gonna enjoy a nice campfire with her, and some hot cocoa and coffee, and I am just looking forward to a wonderful day, so stay tuned. Hey.
Hey, y'all.
How are you?
Good.
Ready for a hike?
Yeah, I double layered. It looks a little funky. Grandma!
I guess I should have warned her. It's raining out. You still want to go?
Yeah.
Of course. That's my girl. Here we go. Okay, here we are at the start of the trail. Me and Ellie. This is Ellie's first time here. Like I said earlier, it's her first time ever hiking with Grandma. So we'll see. Hopefully it'll be the start of something new, but we're at the Silver Creek pathway here, and we're getting ready. It's kind of misty out today and gray skies, but she's a tough girl, so we're going to have a great hike. So let's go. Okay, so we're probably about half a mile into the hike, and unbeknownst to us, they're doing some major logging out here. And we just had a bushwhack over all these trees. There's a truck up here removing trees. No tape, no warning at all. I don't see any more heavy equipment ahead of us, just all these trees down. So I'm hoping that we're in the clear now, but mother F, that was scary. And it's kind of irritating in the same sense that there's absolutely no warning of this at the trailhead. So I'm a little disappointed, but okay, I'm gonna calm down and hope that the rest of our hike, once you get through this mess, will be nice and pleasant and peaceful. Okay, well, we made it through the logging area. Oh, that was not pleasant at all. And I wish I would have known they were doing this today. I would have picked a totally different trail to go on. But we're out of it. It lasted probably a quarter of a mile. But it was very frightening because they're so close to the trail. And yeah, I just didn't like that at all. But we're on the road and we're out of the logging operation, and now we can continue on with the hike. Okay, so we just got through that logging operation and came up to the Snowmobile Trail seasonal road here. And I honestly, personally believe that whoever they are should have this trail taped off until they are completely done. Because we did not know about this logging operation until we were way into the trail. And in order to turn around and go back, we would have had to hike through an area where they were falling trees still. And what they were doing as we progressed forward, I could see, is they were just moving logs and they were way off the trail. So I knew we were safe then. But the trail is just like covered with fallen trees that we had a bushwhacker on, which is really no big deal. But I for the safety of people, I think that the DNR or the logging operation should have came out here and taped off this trail and put a sign up saying logging operations ahead. Because if I would have known, I would have started on the other side of the trail where we'll end. But I looked at my map and I knew we were almost to this road. Again, I saw that the loggers were now moving cut trees way off the trail, so I knew me and my granddaughter were in a safer zone then. So we continued on, and I think it was probably another, maybe a 1/10 of a mile after that. So it wasn't a big hike, but oh my gosh, just tape it off and say no entry until the logging is done. That's my peace of mind. Right along the banks of the Pine River. Okay, so you're gonna get off the trail up here. Nice big parking area. This is right next to Lincoln Bridge. And that is a drop-off point. This is a drop-off point for kayaking and canoeing, or an end point. I'll walk down here and show you the launch site and the river a little bit. Oh, looks like a drag line. Someone came out, put their boat in. So here's the launch over here. And the beautiful Pine River. This is Lincoln Bridge that we're walking over. My granddaughter just told me that she has quadded out here and crossed this bridge on her quad. So that's kind of cool. So she is familiar with the area. She just has never hiked the trail before. So good, fun time experience. So this is part of the Silver Creek Trail. Unfortunately, you have to share it with the ATV trail. Whoa, these are some deep ruts. I don't know if you can see how deep they are. They go halfway up to my knee. And it's muddy. Oh boy. So anyway, like I said, you have to hike this for a little ways before the trail veers off into the woods again up here. And I'll keep videoing it to show you how far up it is. Hey, you can't snowmobile right now. Might as well keep your side-by-sides out, right? So here we are. And it goes up the trail. Having fun?
Yep.
After we got past all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
Low. This is really low in here. And I've been hiking back in here before where it's been flooded and really muddy. And they've laid these logs to act as a little bridge over here. Little boardwalk to get you over the biggest part, I guess, the muddiest part. I was telling my granddaughter that this would be like such an awesome camping spot here amongst all these cedars. Oh, do you smell that, Ellie? You smell the pine? Not the Pine River, but the pine, the pine trees. I can smell it. It smells so wonderful. Look at that, beautiful. The base of the trunk's covered in the bright green moss. Oh, just beautiful. Just a very peaceful little section on the trail. So I'm going to videotape this rope here. This has been here, I think, for a couple years. This is a super steep incline right here and decline. I'm going down right now. And I'm telling you, I think Pine River Paddle Sports folks put this big beefy rope out here. But I'm telling you, it is a nice addition to this little trail section because it is very steep. You probably can't tell from my video, but I just went down. Now I'm gonna go way up there where my granddaughter's waiting for me. And in the winter time, this rope I have used to help me get up this on my snowshoes or when it's really slippery. It's just a really steep climb, and I just think this rope is wonderful, and I just thank the folks that put it here. And here we are, crossing the bridge, back to the campground, back to our starting point. Okay, so now we're gonna have a campfire, and I'm gonna have Ellie unload the wood while I look at the campfire pit and get it ready to go. So I've got the box of kindling in there, Ellie, just bring that over. It's got the birch bark in there, and then just all that wood. The fire pit doesn't have too much snow in it. That's good. Brought butt pads. They knew the picnic table would be snowy, but it's not that bad, but it is wet. Good job. Okay, so I'm going to give Ellie a play-by-play here on how to properly build a campfire. So I have kindling, tinder in my box I brought from home, and a bunch of birch bark and some wood. Okay, Ellie, so first of all, I'm going to have you pick up 2 pieces of this wood here, 2 smaller pieces, and you're going to lay it and face it right into the fire pit, and that's going to be your base.
Should I put it? Okay.
Yeah, right beside each other.
Okay.
So on top of this base, now what we're going to do is we're going to take birch bark. Just take a whole bunch of birch bark, and we're going to put on top of that wood, because that's going to be our fire starter. So we're just going to pile it up, and let's, I think that'll be enough, because this stuff really ignites fast. So I think that might be enough light. Why don't we add one more little piece on top of that, just to be on the safe side. Okay, now you're going to get in the box.
Okay. And
you're going to grab the smallest kindling. So what I did is I put the small pieces of kindling, and Azalea helped me cut it up. The very teeny tiny pieces, you're going to grab that first. Very good. There you go. And find all the smallest little twiggy pieces that you can find. I think I put quite a bit in there, but there you go. Maybe this piece here, that's kind of small. And that one. And maybe that one. Okay. And that one. Maybe that one. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to pile that up. We're going to like make a teepee on top of the birch bark. Okay. So kind of, you know, teepee it up there. Yep. There you go. And then on top of that, we're going to add the medium-sized pieces of wood. But let's see if we can get the birch bark lit. And then once it ignites and it starts those little twigs, then we'll add the more bigger pieces. Go ahead and start it. And light it from both, like all the way on that side and then on this side.
Maybe.
And then this down here is nice and papery. So light that, and then come over here and light in here. So we make a big circle around all the birch bark. There you go. There, hear that? Yeah. And like right in the middle here, so it gets those twigs. As soon as you got it lit on a couple of spots, then we'll wait a few minutes, and then we'll go get some bigger twigs and start put it where the fire's going.
Yeah.
So we're getting some bigger pieces. There we go. TP it, keep TPing it on. Awesome. There we go.
Oh, that didn't work too
Yeah,
well.
it did. It did good. And we'll just put all the wood on there that we brought. And just keep going around and just making a teepee out of it. And that'll keep the airflow going in there. And then we'll get some bigger chunks of wood once that's established. I think she did. Thumbs up for her first wildfire. Well, I shouldn't say that word. I think she did good for starting her first campfire. Good job, Ellie.
Wildfire.
Yeah, we don't start wildfires, Ellie. Your grandma did not say that. Okay, so I asked Ellie to get us some water from the river to make my coffee and her hot cocoa with. Good job, Ellie. Yep. And I'm like Don't do it if you're gonna fall in, but if you're gonna fall in, let me videotape it for, make sure I got the video going. Okay, just screw the top on, and I'll show you. Okay, this is my stove, so what we do, Ellie, is you screw that top on. Now, it might spray out a little, like that. Don't let it freak you out. Did it? Yep, just keep tightening her down. And as soon as, don't over tighten it, but make sure it's nice and snug.
A little bit. Okay.
Yep.
That should be good.
Okay, now we're gonna hold, yep, turn the knot, hear the gas, now push it. It's on, let go. There, you can't see the flame, but it's going, yeah.
Okay.
So now we're gonna fill this up with my water,
Okay.
which is out of here, so you nope, don't unscrew it, just flick the lid. Yep, pop it open like that. Yeah, it's coming out pretty slow. I think the filter probably needs to be washed, but you just keep squeezing it until that coffee, my pot. I did turn the stove off, folks, just because it's taking us longer to get the water in here. But she needs practice starting it again anyway. So yeah, it's just like milking a cow. Squeeze it. And we fill it up halfway, and then we'll get it on the stove, getting it warmed up for some hot cocoa. Well, you can tell I haven't been out camping much or taking my coffee stove with me very much, mostly because I have my hand surgery and my lame hand that I'm not supposed to grip too much. But today I felt like I had Ellie with me to help me, so I forgot my coffee filters for my AeroPress. So thank goodness I have a piece of paper towel. So I'm going to use a piece of this, and hopefully it works, because I really want a cup of coffee. Coffee. Hot cocoa. Ting, ting. Cheers. By the river. With my granddaughter. I mean, come on. Can't get much better than that, can ya? So we're going to sit here and enjoy our fire, our hot cocoa, our coffee, and yeah, just talk about the hike and just hang out. Well, we just enjoyed our cup of coffee and our hot cocoa by the river. See if you can see it. What a lovely spot. I was gonna car camp here this weekend because the temps are supposed to be pretty mild, and I want to test out this new stove or heater I got, and just come out here and camp. This is like what I said, this is the Silver Creek campground, and there's absolutely nobody here. There were 2 other hikers we saw up on a ridge, and I did yell up at them. I said, hey, did you guys hike through all that lumbering stuff? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, oh my God, it wasn't awful? And they said, yeah, a tree almost fell on us. And they're like, no warning or anything. I'm like, oh, well, yeah, okay. I just feel validated somehow that, 2 other hikers came through, and it was unfortunate. But once you got through, it was like a quarter mile. The rest of the trail was awesome and lovely. We had a great hike, and, you can't go wrong sitting down here by the Pine River. But I thought, oh, I am not going to come camping out here when there's a logging operation going on right next door. That would just like defeat the whole purpose of getting away and enjoying some solitude and stuff. But there'll be other days that I can come out, hopefully. We hardly have any snow, as you can see on the ground behind me. They don't plow this, so I thought, well, it's a great time to come in because I can drive in easily with my car and not get stuck. But I think I might think of a different campground to go to if I indeed go. But anyway, I had so much fun hiking with my granddaughter today. It was her first hike with me ever, and I think she really had fun. She did amazing starting the fire, and she hiked really well, and yeah, it was so great to spend time with her and just talking and making memories, right? That's what it's all about. And that's one of my goals is to share my passion of the outdoors with my grandchildren, my granddaughters, and teach them what I know, and just share my love of the outdoors with them. And I was able to do that today with my granddaughter Ellie, and I just loved every minute of it. And thank you for tagging along. You make time to bond and make memories with your grandchildren and your children in the great outdoors. Share the love and the passion, especially you grandmas out there with granddaughters. How important it is to build up confidence in our daughters and our granddaughters that the outdoors isn't scary and it's not hard, and it's a place to find peace and strength and connection. So Yeah, I hope that this isn't the last time. I hope it's the first of many hikes that I get to share with my granddaughter. And thanks again for tagging along.